Hey y'all, welcome to episode 268 of Consignment Chats, where today, hold on, I think I'm going to put my rose-colored glasses on, my heart glasses, because today we're going to talk about reselling, but we're going to talk about what we love about reselling, right? What we love
So many
about it.
things. And in the middle of February, with some of us buried under snow, to still love reselling. All right, guys, we don't even have to dig that deep to do this. Like,
right
in the middle of February, buried under snow. All right.
We feel so hyped about this coming off of the Listapalooza that we talked about in the last episode, the episode before that, because we just finished one and we're like all full of like still love from our heart and hustle Listapalooza. But
yes,
I think back, like, I want to know from everybody who's listening, put in the comments, when you started this, what was your why when you started the reselling business or consignment business? When you decided, I'm going to open a consignment store, or I'm going to start selling online and resell, or what was your original why?
Hey y'all, welcome to Consignment Chats, reselling tips, mindset, and real life. Hit subscribe and let's grow together.
I know what mine is. Do you know yours?
And then I wanted to follow up by what your why is now and has it changed? These are the questions I want to ask people. So yeah, let's talk about our why in the beginning, why we started reselling. Libby, why? What was your why?
My why, because I am an environmental microbiologist, scientist, and I always had like a deep love for just sustainability and all of those things. And working in corporate America, I was really not helping anything, right? Like, I did not feel good about what I was doing. And this was just like a natural thing, like the whole circular economy, keeping things in circulation and doing my part. And it just naturally flowed from there. Like, I feel really passionate about that. I still feel really passionately about that. It keeps me going, and know that we are making a positive difference. And cycling goods and money back in our communities. And that's everything for me. But there is one huge addition to that right now, and it's our community and the people that are resellers with us. And that is a huge why of why we do Consignment Chats. Like, that's not why I started reselling, but that's my why for Consignment Chats is this community. And I have way more I want to talk about that and all the love I have for it. Okay. There you go.
What? We're going to talk about community? Us?
Shocker. Right? Shocker.
Right? Samantha, what was your why? I know your why when you started.
So we automatically think of my why from when I went full time, but I'm actually going to go back to like 2010 when I first got the reseller bug.
Were you walking yet?
Stop it. Bill and I were blending our family. We had multiple kids. We moved a lot. We moved 7 or 8 times in the first 3 years we were together. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I needed to declutter. I needed to streamline things, and I hated to see stuff get thrown away. And I hated it. Plus, when you have a ton of kids, I mean, we had kids from 18 to 2. And everywhere in between, it felt like. So you had to be frugal with stuff, and you had to, make deals and trade and repurpose and whatever. And it started as a declutter. I'll list some stuff on Facebook, and it turned into I was immediately addicted. I'm like, how did somebody just pay this for this? And they're picking it up today. How does that? And I was hooked. And then, of course, 2011 or 12, I started organizing and doing that, and it turned into even more because, again, people were throwing stuff away, and I did not want to see that. I knew that we could make money. It was about the money, but it's also about the environment and how you can't throw away perfectly good stuff. That's crazy. So that's where it started. And then somewhere in the middle, I got sick of being an essential healthcare worker and the pandemic, and that burned me out. So I went full time, and my why was to spend more time with my family at that point. And more driven by the lifestyle than anything, and having flexibility and setting my own terms and being my own boss, which sounds great, but is really freaking hard. And now it's still the same thing. Now we're empty nesters, and it's still about balance, and yeah, just trying to balance our life and figure out where we want to go next. And reselling is helping us do that and giving us the flexibility.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Very nice. Very nice. My why. Now, if you go back to previous episodes, we do talk a lot about how we started and where we began and that kind of thing. And I grew up with family members. If you watch the Hilton Head episode where I took the ladies down to my upbringing, it was in my family to do things. My aunt started the bargain box on Hilton Head with another couple of women. And so I kind of grew up in this give back, do for others. My dad was an environmentalist, so all this was in my blood, but it wasn't like saturated in there yet. It was there. It was part of who I was, but I hadn't found my why with it. So my original why to starting in this business was because my friend Libby opened a store and called me and said, hey, you want to come work? And I was in the middle of an early midlife crisis. I had just ended a job trying to figure out what I wanted to do next. And here my friend calls. She just opened her store and said, hey, you want to be my internet sales manager and come on in and work? And I was like, yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing, but sure. So that's kind of how it started, was really just to have something to do in my mind with somebody I enjoyed spending time with while I figured out what I want to do with the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew at that moment that it was actually going to lay the pavement, the foundation, roll it all out for what I was going to do for many years to come. And here we are.
I have chills. I have chills, Molly.
Here we are, and we're still doing it, and I'm still loving not every minute of it. We all have our down days.
Let's not get carried away now.
That's why we're doing this episode, is because we need to remember during our down days the things that we do love and why we do it. But
yes,
that is why. And then when we started Consignment Chats, as Libby said, it just added a whole nother level to why we do what we do. And we are reminded on the daily by wonderful people in our C-Chats community why we do what we do. Especially coming out of things like a Listapalooza. When we put on these events, y'all, it is a lot of time. It's time away from our business that we sell and bring income in for, but it takes a lot of time to do it. So you do get exhausted and burnt out, and you're participating in the Listapalooza too, right? Like we're actually in there listing with you, but we're also doing all the stuff on the back end, and it gets exhausting, but you walk out of it with I have been on a high since that ended, and I haven't come down.
You have,
because it was just so wonderful. The community, everybody lifting each other up. This is why we do what we do now, because we love to see other people find the right group, whether it's our group or not, and bond and build and grow and do things. So that's kind of where my why is now. So that's what we started with. Now I think we should break it down into the fun things, the individual little things that we do day in and day out that maybe we forget we love, but why we love it in the end, and what reminds us of why we love it. And I got to put a shout out to Kathy. Kathy sings. She always reminds us when we get into that moment and we may be in a motivation of minutes and be like, oh, I have so much shipping to do today. And she'll stop and go, oh, you get to ship. You had sales, like you had sales, and we're there to flip it. Like, oh my gosh, she's right. Like we had sales. Like that's an awesome thing. That's an awesome thing. And because of those sales, now I get to ship them and get them out to people. So let's just talk about things that we love. Whether it's serious, fun, just let's think about aspects.
I should get mine out of the way because I don't think too many people, I know one person is going to identify with this, but my favorite part is is listing, is going through an auction box and seeing what treasures are in there and actually doing the listing. Like, I love to list things. I think it's fun to research. I truly, truly enjoy that. I know I'm in the minority here, but that is what I love about this. Yeah. It's my favorite part.
I'm gonna add on to that. It's a mindset thing for me. There are so many times that I forget that I do love that part. I mean, that when we first started in the store, I had to stop myself and put timers out because I would go down rabbit holes researching. I love to research the items and find the unique things and figure out where they came from. And if you can get any of the history of the family, or that stuff is so much fun, especially when you can share it with others that end up purchasing that item to give it its second, third, fifth, whatever life it's having. That is so much fun. So much fun. And I forget a lot of times because we do this, we get in the mindset of the I have to. And we need to stop that. It's not I have to. Like, I get to learn about these items. I get to research them. And I had moments of that during this Listapalooza where I was like jamming. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Like, I have this stuff that's been sitting in my money mountain and I forgot I even picked it up. And oh, look at it. It's pretty. And let me see if it was the right thing to pick up or not. Let me research. And it becomes so much fun. So much fun. I like that. So we all know, for me, I love sourcing the items. I love sourcing the items. Shocked. There is, and I know a lot of you can relate. I have a lot of people on Team Molly with this, but we love the part.
That's why everybody loves Molly the best. She's like super relatable and she gives the best hugs. Yes, Samantha, that's why she's everyone's favorite.
That's why.
Everyone's favorite.
Not because she puts out reels telling everybody to go fill their cart and don't regret it. No, that's not why. Yeah.
Oops. But on that saving thing, like, I know people go out and they source things for different reasons when you go out, and you may have things in mind, but excuse me, I forgot to bring my water up. So bear with me. But when I'm out
your hair
sourcing,
looks fabulous.
But my hair looks, why, thank you, darling. I just get so excited to see things. And sometimes I pick up things not because of the resale value, but because I just love them. They make me happy. And I want to be a part of giving that item a second life. I know there are people that go out there and they source, and the only reason they're sourcing is for the bottom dollar. They want to get something that's going to flip for big bucks. And I'm not saying you're wrong for that. I'm not. That is definitely, if that's your business model, maybe it's your full-time job, you need to make the biggest bang for your buck.
And maybe that's what they love. Maybe that's what they love. Yeah.
It makes them happy to see that big dollar sign.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that. I get excited when I find something in an estate sale for $5 and flip it for $200. I mean, no, who doesn't love that? Like, that's exciting. But what really warms my heart are the cute little something or others I find, and then I get them. And like, I got these little silly little daisy magnets. And I got them for like 50 cents at an estate sale, but they were just so stinking cute. They were totally vintage, totally mod. I had to take them home. So I put them in my bag. I listed them, and what came of them, like within 2 hours, is a woman who purchased them for her collection. She loves this stuff. She sent me a photograph of her entire display of all like items that she does from that counter and how she displays them in her house, and was beyond thrilled to get them.
Wait, is it the same lady that got my Smurf magnets?
Oh,
it could be. It could be. She didn't have this verse on the shelf. This was all about the mod, big bold flowers, frogs, turtles.
These magnet people, they really love them.
I just love that story. That story brought me so much joy, having her find that, having her care to take the time to tell me her story, to actually send me a photograph through eBay to show me her display and how much it means to her that she's going to put these two tiny little daisies on that shelf. And I don't know.
I hope there's a reel coming. I want to share in the joy. I want to see that refrigerator.
Hold on. Let me put that in my notes.
That's a good idea. That's a good
Share
idea.
The joy. Yes. Share the love, Molly.
I
All
love
right.
it.
All right, y'all keep talking because I'm writing notes.
All right,
I love
Samantha,
it.
what do you love?
I love it when people like and subscribe to our channel. Right now, make sure you like this video. Put a comment down below. Tell us what you love about reselling and why you're doing it. No, I love all that. But like I said, I'm living in my balanced schedule era right now, and so yeah, that's what I'm be extra thankful for. Like every single day, I am just extra thankful that I have the flexibility that I have living this life, and the ability to write off like every trip as a sourcing trip. Like you just got to stop at a Goodwill and then like boom, mileage. Like,
and when you're traveling with somebody that's not a reseller, like, oh my gosh, it's so fun. They're like, really? Like you could, I was like, yeah, we're working right now.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, this is a write-off. Like we're working.
Yeah. I'm going to IKEA and my cousin's wedding in the same weekend. It's crazy how that's going to work out. Yeah. But I need more bookshelves. So,
hey, I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. Yeah, the flexibility is huge.
Yeah,
That's
being able to just balance and make my own schedule. And if I want to work till midnight, I work until midnight. And if I started working yesterday at like 10 a.m. and I was in here like whining, and Bill's like, "What is your problem?" And I said, "I don't like working before noon. This is stupid." And he's like, "You used to get up at like 5 a.m. every morning and be in a board meeting by like 6. Like what?"
Sometimes we need those reminders.
Yep.
Yeah, that flexibility is key. I mean, I know like a lot of us have to plan for it. I say a lot of it, meaning we all do this business for a different reason. Mine, I do it because otherwise I would be doing absolutely nothing with my life, and I need something to keep me going. Mine is extra travel money for us. Everybody has, some people pay the bills with it. It is their full living. Even if it is your full-time, full living, think about the flexibility you still have. If you want to take a vacation, you can still do your schedule. If you know ahead of time that you're going to take a week and a half off to go somewhere, and if you vacation with me, BTW, it's going to be a minimum of a week and a half. I don't care if we just did a 5-day cruise. Trust that there's going to be extensions on that vacation, just so you know. Because why? Because travel is Molly's love language. So, but you can prep ahead of time for that. Like, you don't have to ask anybody for permission. You don't have to put it in writing in an email and hope to God that the 7 other people in your part of the department aren't taking the same week off.
Right.
You just take it off and you plan it, and in advance that whether you're somebody who likes to schedule out your listings so they continue to stay active on eBay or whatever platform while you're gone on vacation, however you do it, whatever works for your business, it's all in your control. Hold on. I got to get my little heart out for
Which
that.
is something I forget about. Like I'm so far removed from that and like corporate America and scheduling vacations, and like I take that for granted. Like I need to remember how amazing that is, that we have that flexibility. Yeah.
I mean,
I couldn't even schedule my resignation without them changing it when I left. I scheduled my resignation. I had to give 30 days notice because I was a director, I was a salaried employee. I had to give at least 30 days notice. But my daughter was also getting married in that time. So it was like a week I took off in the middle of vacation, even though I had like 500 plus hours of vacation time to use. And then, so I tried to adjust, and then they were like, "No, it's not enough time. You need to give us 6 weeks." I couldn't even quit without a fight. Like what?
I love it.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's just crazy.
I needed that reminder, because all I'm thinking about now as I'm getting ready to go on vacation is, oh gosh, I'm gonna have so much work when I come back, and this is such a, but like really I have the flexibility. I need to be focusing on the fact that I can do that.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yes.
And you don't have to ask anybody for it. And we all know, we have an episode on vacation. We all know as resellers that we schedule in an extra day or 2 at the end of our vacation when we get home for kind of your own personal pickup time. Like, Sometimes the last one I went on, I think I got right back and was right into meetings the next day. Sometimes I'm like, I schedule on the calendar another 24 hours on the end because I know we're getting home late. I got to do laundry, unpack, just get myself back in gear. But guess what? It's in my power. It's in my power.
Now, to not have total rose-colored glasses, like it is a lot of work because as we are saying, we have all this flexibility. You have to have that discipline to do the extra work beforehand and set timelines for when you're back. So, because I mean, that's what the vacation episode's really about, is how we just want to be a slug for like weeks after a vacation. So, yeah. So it is, you do have to have a lot of self-discipline and drive to make sure that you keep it going and balance it correctly, because it can fall off the rails pretty quick. But if you can keep up with yourself and really discipline yourself, oh man, it is wonderful being able to. I'm going out to lunch with my best friend after this. Like, we record this, I go out to lunch. I'm going to list all afternoon when I get back. It's a beautiful thing. Like,
and you're going to enjoy your lunch with zero stress and just really focus on your friend. And
might hit a thrift store afterwards. Oh no, it's crazy.
What? I feel a video. No.
Deductible mileage. There you go.
Right. I mean, reselling is one of the rare businesses that you can like put your life on pause and then start it over again. Right. Like, we can do that. I'm picturing the 80s.
One of the things I just love. Oh yeah. I love that there's such like a low barrier to entry for reselling, right? Like anyone can be a reseller. Anyone can choose this as a part-time hustle or a full-time career and have success at it. Anyone. So what that brings is like that's one of the things I just love about community is everybody in our space, like nobody's been educated nobody went to school to be a reseller, although that should be a thing. You don't need to go to school to be a reseller, but no. Like, people are coming from all.
You just need to join Consignment Chats.
Some of us just love academia and we want to be students all the time.
Yes. But like, people are coming, like we have, like teachers, scientists, what else? Like any number of, people coming from all walks of life that have just like so much knowledge in one thing or a totally different perspective. And it just brings together like this awesome community of everybody having different perspectives, different ideas. And it's just, I love that so much, that anybody can be a reseller and we can all come together and work together and teach each other things. Like that just blows my mind. Some of us are writers. Like, it's just, there's so many hospital directors, preschool teachers.
That's one of the things that I have always said I love about this job, is that you never stop learning. You never stop learning. Like, you are learning something new, not necessarily about your actual business flow and process, which you do learn new from other people in that too, but just facts, just things. I learned from our jewelry expert, Nisha, the other day. I was able to ask her a question and get the answer that I had no idea about. And it was fun because other people in our co-working room had never seen it either. And so we learned a new thing about a new style of earring back that it's so rare. Very few of us had seen this type of thing. And I know that sounds small, but it's so much fun to learn new things and see new things and grow your gray matter. Keep that gray matter working. Keep it alive. I love it. You start these things because you get into whatever reason you started, the flips or whatever. And then we found that may be why you started, but you end up finding your community. And then it's the people that you stay in it for, to spend time with, the people that inspire you and that are your people. And the reseller community as a whole, I used to say the reseller community as a whole was just, as with any group, you do get some you need to be careful of. But the majority of resellers that we have found as a whole, I used to wear rose-colored glasses for. I have taken them off because I have learned, yes, as with any group, there are some rotten eggs there. But as a whole, the reseller world is just an amazing supportive group that wants to help each other build, grow. I mean, you can go on social media and go to some of the big accounts and watch each other. They're supporting each other. They're commenting on each other's pages. They're like, we're doing that for each other because we're not competing. We love to see what they're doing and help each other grow and be there for each other. It is just such a supportive freaking community.
Yeah.
I always love the stories of when we're on like our reseller retreats and we're sourcing with a large group of people at the bins in Colorado. Yes, there's a video on Flip Find. Wait, Find Flip. What's that?
Oh my God. Thrift, Find, Flip. Thrift, Find, Flip. Thrift, Find,
There is
Flip.
a video of the Colorado bins on Thrift, Find, Flip. In fact, part of it you might hear like, we're finding items in the bins and there's a whole group of us that are sourcing together. But I come across something, I'm like, oh my gosh, like Stuart would love this. Stuart, look at this. Or Vanessa, here's a Christmas goodie. Or like and do I sell Christmas stuff? Abso-freaking-lutely. I love to sell Christmas stuff. But if Vanessa's with me, unless it's a personal item I want, there's so many other things that I can flip and sell that she doesn't in her niche. So if I find something cool Christmas and it's not something I want for my personal MCM Christmas room that I do, I'm going to give it to Vanessa. I'm going to see if she wants it.
I was going through the toy bin there and I don't remember who was next to me, but they're like, what are you looking for over here? And I'm like, well, board games for me. And also dollhouse miniatures. And they're like, oh, do you love selling those? I was like, yes, but they're for Libby. And they're like, what? And I was like, when I'm with Libby, you got to give them to Libby. One time I took them for myself and I'm still guilty. I feel guilty about that.
There's so much fun.
I mean, we found every time you would see us in there and somebody would find a board. Samantha, look at this. Is this board game any good? You want that? Like, yeah. I mean, it's so much fun. And it's so, there's no need to compete. We say that all the time. Are there some people that find it competitive? Yes, but that has nothing to do with the business itself. That has to do with that person's, who they are in their mindset. Because it is such a non-compete business. We can all be there and be successful and we can list the exact same things. There are some things Libby and I have in our shared store that are the same things.
Yeah.
That we may have a brooch and the brooches are identical and mine might be priced at $29 and hers is at $12.
All right. I'm not loving that.
And I'll still sell my $29 brooch. Like there's
usually before my $12 one. Yep.
Usually before her $12 brooch. But there is seriously, y'all, if you're a competitive minded person, I don't know. I don't have time for that. It brings too much angst into my life. I love helping each other. And I love finding things when I'm sourcing with other resellers that I know they'll love to list and sell. I enjoy that. In fact, some of the other videos I've done, I spend the first 15 minutes in a thrift store with Vanessa going through, oh, Vanessa, what about this? I think you should look into this before I'm even looking for myself. Because
y'all hauled out like 2 carts of Christmas from a thrift store in Tennessee, literally filled a bus with them. And I'm like, I don't even think you looked for anything yourself in that thrift store.
No, I think I got 2 things because you made me list it on the bus before we got to the next place. I do remember that.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. I just find such joy in all of that. It just makes me happy. That's why I love things like the Listapaloozas, because there's just so much love and joy in there and helping each other and lifting each other and seeing everybody's successes and lessons that they learn when we're together. I just love it.
And have you had it happen where there are certain things I don't love to list? Like I love miniatures. I love jewelry. I don't love like hard goods and glass and things like that. But sometimes like when I'm in the room and somebody is passionate about that, like I'll pick up on that excitement. I know this hasn't happened for you with pants yet, Samantha. But like you can like that excitement, or somebody that's like really like Pam Henry, right, of Whimsy and such, glass. Like I just said I don't like listing glassware. I don't enjoy it. But she got like sparked that excitement by like teaching me like a whole bunch of things I had no idea about. And
we all wanted trailer loads of glass after that.
We all wanted trailer loads of glass.
Yeah. I mean, it started me getting more serious. Pam Henry started me getting more serious about replacing replacing my dad's glass collection that he had when I was growing up, that when my parents moved, my mom, I don't know, it ended up at the bargain box, at my aunt's bargain box, getting sold to somebody else. Nobody asked me in my young age if I wanted it. And so as I got older, I really missed my dad's glass collection because I have many memories as a child on the floor in the living room, just glaring into he had a side table by his chair that was glass shelves and a mirrored back, and it had a lighting, and it was a side table, like a square. I would love to find the same piece of furniture to do mine. And I would lay on the floor to watch TV, and half the time I would just end up laying and looking at the light and all the different things that he collected on his travels around the world. And I have actually been able, through this job, we don't like to call it a job because it's really not, but through this profession, I have been able to find some exact pieces that are the exact same maker, look, everything, to start my own collection. And Pam Henry, spending time with her and learning more about glass has just made me love it that much more and get that much more into building that collection. So yeah, I love it.
I love that. Can we go back to the travel? Like, when I tell my friends, I'm gonna head to Utah for a week and thrift with my friends, and we might dip down to Vegas and we might whatever, or we're going to Tennessee for a meetup, but then we're also going here and we're gonna do this, and if we thrift and we meet up with so and so, and then and they're like, I thought you said you were going on a work trip.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a work trip.
That's the work trip. That's what we do. It's great. Like,
yeah.
Nobody else has work trips like that. Come on.
Right?
I know.
We're going to go to Florida. We're going to work. We're going to thrift. Who knows if we'll hit Disney, Universal. I don't know, but we're going to have a ton of fun. And it's a work trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much fun was it in Colorado when we all went back to the estate sale that Joe of I'd Flip That had found?
Yes.
And we were all in that house together, upstairs, downstairs. And again, same thing's happening. Joe's like, hey, Stuart, do you want this? And hey, Joe, you were looking for something like this. Everybody's handing each other stuff. I'm like, Shar, you need to take this. This needs to go with you. Like, it was so much fun. But think about, we attacked that house.
We did.
And every time we ran into each other in a different room or the basement or wherever, people had handfuls and big smiles on their faces, right? Like, it was just, and y'all, we were working. We were working. It was work.
It's amazing.
So good. So good.
We were working. Then you get to come back and lay it all out and talk about all the stuff and share it with each other. I didn't see you got that. That is so super cool. Like, and somebody's showing something, and then you look over and Samantha's on her phone do you know the comps on that? I just looked them up for you. Like, we're comping each other's items for them.
And there was a lot of listing going on there too.
A lot of listing.
Yeah, like things going right up.
I didn't list hardly anything there. That was the weirdest trip ever. But Libby listed
that was
like
so
all her
unlike
stuff.
You.
It was so weird.
Samantha,
you listed. I know. Joe and Stuart still messaged me and they're like, "Hey, I sold that thing from the thing." And then it's great.
I just sold the Brahmin bag that Nick texted me and said, "Should I pick this up? It's $2." And I just sold it for $119. So.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I was wondering if that was the one we got in Colorado. Okay.
Yep, that was a Colorado bag that just sold the other day. Yep.
Nice.
$2 into $119.
And you know how many times I walked by that bag?
You really
never gave it a second look? Oh, yes, Molly. So many times.
I was back at the Airbnb with Amy waiting for food delivery, and Nick texts me with the picture and says, "Should I pick this up $2?" And I'm like, yeah, 100%.
Never even thought.
Well, how many times did we all touch that piece of paper print at the bins with the Formula One car on it?
Oh, yeah. We all touched it.
We all touched it. So many. I'm pretty sure Stuart and I had an entire conversation about it with it in our hands, and we put it back.
Just for at the very end, Molly and Nick to pick it up and comp it, and it was like $200 and something. But guess what?
Does Cal love
it? Was framed and given to Cal for Christmas, and it by far was his favorite gift. Not his new iPhone. Oh, he went nuts. He went nuts. It's like, this is the coolest thing ever. Thank you so much. Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's like, where'd you find this? And I'm like, you really want to know? At the bins in Colorado. And I'm
We
like,
all
and
found
everybody wanted it, but we got it at the end and we were going to list it. But then we're like, no, you need it. He's like, this is so amazing. Thank you so much.
Aww.
Yeah, I went and framed it. I matted it, framed it. Yeah.
That's
he loved it.
awesome. I
Loved
love it. See, and it's stuff like that. We wouldn't have these treasures and these stories if we weren't doing this as our job. I love it. I love it. Also, I love game pieces. I just sold my first lot of game boards that I had completely given up on these listings, but they were on sale right now. So I just sold 10 game boards for $35 plus shipping.
Boom.
So there we go.
Boom.
I will never lot them up and list them like that ever again, but that's still a nice sale. Okay.
Good job. Good job. So I think the whole real thing about this episode is everybody gets bogged down in your day-to-day life. Like we all do it, right? We all get into it. And you wake up in the morning and maybe you wake up not on the right side of the bed, but maybe center left. I don't know, and you're just not quite feeling it. This is the episode you want to listen to. These are the things you want to remember why you love what you do. And if you have a different why than anything we touched on, something else that you love that we didn't, please let us know. We want to know, what do you love about your reselling job? What, not only about your why when you started and has your why changed now, but what do you love? Give us something. I'm sure we did not hit it all. I know somebody else is going to have some. You know what? There are people out there that love shipping. They love shipping. That is their why.
I love shipping, but do you know what I love more than shipping? I love that my husband is getting into reselling. He does the shipping. He likes to go thrifting. The wedding that we're going to, he's like, so did you add an extra day so that we could hit all the thrift stores on the way back? Because they're going to be closed on Sunday when we come back. So we have to stay somewhere and then come back on a Monday. And I'm like, oh.
Isn't that funny? I know.
This is why I love you.
We're recording this earlier than normal. So this weekend, which will be just this past weekend when you hear this episode, we're heading to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And Nick's getting off early Friday so that we can get there. Check-ins at like 4, whatever. But he comes home last night and says, by the way, I'm getting off at, so that way we have time to stop and thrift on our way.
Yes.
And I'm headed out to Pittsburgh for my son's birthday. And you know what he always wants for his birthday? To go thrifting with mom. Yes.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Look at this life we live, guys. Sales might suck. The country's weird right now, but we're living our best lives still. We got this. This is great. Just go thrifting with your friends and family.
I love it. I love it. I don't have anything to cheers with. I'm sitting here thinking we're wrapping this up.
Oh, you can find something.
All right, y'all, don't forget, give us the comments. We want to know if you have not subscribed yet.
Do it right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Stop. Subscribe and listen. Samantha's back with a brand new edition.
Thank you. I'm going to assume you did all subscribe and give us a thumbs up. So thank you.
Let me get my little resin heart to go with it.
Podcast listeners, please give us a review. Give us all the stars, whatever is on your podcast app. Give us all the things. Please, please, please. We love you.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you haven't already subscribed to Thrift, Find, Flip. See, I got it.
Oh, you remember.
Thrift, Find, Flip. All right, friends. Until next time. Cheers.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Thanks for being here with us on Consignment Chat. Find everything we do at consignmentchats.com and stay connected with us by subscribing wherever you listen or watch. We'll see you next time.